What's up, Outer Banks, and welcome to a new episode of OBXE TV, where we give you the inside scoop on what's happening in the local and regional entertainment world. I'm Sue Artz. First up, I'm going to tell you about some of the top trending stories right now at OBXEntertainment.com. This year's Outer Banks Bluegrass Festival was a huge success at Roanoke Island Festival Park, and we have a huge photo gallery with exclusive images from 4 days and a highlight video now at OBXEntertainment.com. The third annual Mustang Music Festival is happening October 10th through 11th at historic Whalehead in Corolla, featuring 20 bands over 2 days, including local favorites TR3 with Tim Reynolds and lots more. Tickets are on sale now. We're excited to announce the Queen Elsa from Disney's hit Frozen will be appearing live and in person at our own Outer Banks Halloween Parade of Costumes on Sunday, October 26th at Kelly's in Nags Head. Elsa will be available for autographs and pictures with your young princes and princesses starting at 2 p.m. You can get full details on each of these events right now at OBXEntertainment.com. The site of the Lost Colony is the setting for Roanoke Island's new Halloween attraction, PsychoPath Haunted Island. To prepare you for the scares that await at PsychoPath this year, our special guests today are two of this year's actors, Nick Parker and Robbie McCracken, and the creative producer, Rob Jenkins. And here with us today we have some of the cast of PsychoPath. We have Nick, Rob, and Robbie. So,
and don't forget Sally.
And Sally, right, yes. So, PsychoPath opened for the first time last year, and so this will be your second year. So maybe each one of you guys can just tell us a little bit about what you do and maybe what we can expect.
Well, I'm Nick. My character name is Deadwood. I scare people. I can't tell you exactly what I do because I'd be giving away our secrets.
Right, no spoilers.
Can't give away too much. But yeah, I'll scare you, so come see us.
Nice.
My name's Rob. I'm the creative producer. I was also the creative producer last year as well. Yeah, my big job was to pretty much work with the CEO, Bill Coleman, to design the path and the actual individual scares themselves. As funny as it sounds, I've actually have a couple of years of horror experience from working in haunted houses in New York to also working with the entertainment department at Busch Gardens for Halloween Scream.
Oh, cool.
So it's been nice to be able to come back to the Outer Banks and actually use some of those talents to help the Outer Banks, especially the Lost Colony, which I have a great love for.
Awesome, awesome.
And my name's Robbie. Shh. Okay. I actually last year when they were doing it did not get to participate in it, but coming back this season, it sounded like a wonderful time. Like it was just everybody had a blast with it. So I went to Bill Coleman, our CEO, and within I think it might have even been like the first 2 weeks, I said I want to do it this year, and here I am with Miss Sally.
Nice. She's very realistic.
Yes, she is.
Looking. Yeah. So, what can you tell us just about in general with the attraction? Like, what can people expect when they go there?
It's PsychoPath is a 35 to 45 minute self-guided walkthrough tour. It spans the entirety of the backstage area of the Waterside Theater, all the way from the soundstage to both rain shelters, behind the chapel, the dressing rooms, everything like that. You can expect non-stop constant scares the entire time you walk through it. It's very self-immersed, so what we've tried to do this year is create individual environments for each of the scare actors that are unique but have an actual an overlying theme throughout the entirety of it. The idea is that something that we came up with called the Nightmare Pit erupted on the Roanoke Island, and all of the creatures on PsychoPath are the nightmares from the Nightmare Pit.
That's pretty crazy idea. So, have each of you guys like always liked scaring people, or is this new for you?
Yes. I've been scaring people since I was born, actually. I have a younger sister, so it's like kind of what I do. But last year, I was a psychopath. Last year, that was the first time I'd ever done anything like this. So, yeah, it was really new to me. Like, doing it like as an actual thing, not as just like jumping out of people from random corners. So, yeah, it's lots of fun.
I always tell everybody there's an actual science behind haunted houses, as weird as that sounds. And when you can find the right talent and the right timing, that's really all it takes. You can create an awesome haunted house. I always tell people that scaring is actually very addictive as well. Once you do it the first time, you want to keep doing it. Just because it's a very big, in a safe environment like a haunted house, it's a very big rush. The really cool thing about PsychoPath 2, especially this year, is that we have actual real actors as well. Not just volunteers, other things like that, that really bring it to an extra caliber, like to an extra next level.
Cool.
So.
Oh, well, I've always enjoyed scaring people. It's just kind of what I do, and God knows Sally does. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I still remember as a kid building, like, just for the neighborhood kids, building haunted houses out in the backyard and stuff like that. I love this kind of stuff. Halloween's like my favorite time of year. So.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Cool. Very cool. So it sounds like it's a little scary. So is there an age limit?
I believe the website says 12 and up. I would be hesitant to bring anyone under 12. Maybe 10 would be old enough, but they would have to be somebody who is very comfortable with horror, kind of grew up around horror and loves it. The really big thing, because I have six or seven nieces and nephews, and the one thing I always tell them, because they've seen me do shows and things like that, is that it's all make-believe. So they can understand that it's make-believe, I'd say bring them, but if not, I would say 12 and up.
Okay.
It's definitely geared more towards teenagers and young adults.
I understand, like, knowing it's all make-believe, but I'm afraid I'll have a heart attack. Do you have to sign a waiver or anything?
No, there's no waiver you have to sign. None of the actors will actually touch you.
Okay.
So at the beginning of the actual tour, we have a big spiel that the greeter does. Don't bring food and drink, don't smoke, don't touch the actors, they won't touch you. So as long as you adhere to that, everything will be fine. If at any time you have any problems and you really want to get out of it, you're too scared as well, we do have a safe word, and one of us will come and get you and bring you out. But remember that you won't get a refund. You'll be like, sorry.
Yeah.
And that's not really our goal, is to scare people out of the house. But I have to say, it's very gratifying when somebody's like, I have to leave, and you're like, well, you only got to see half of it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. So, when does this go on? Is it like on the weekends or? It's
only Friday, Saturday nights. We open this coming Friday, the 26th, I believe. Normally the line will open right around probably 7. We won't actually open up the haunted house till around 7:30, 7:45, depending on how dark it is outside. We like it to be very dark since a lot of it does take place outside.
Right.
And yeah, it will be every Friday, Saturday running through Halloween. If there's any sort of weather, rain, or anything like that as well, we do operate still if it's a light mist or a light rain, so definitely come on out. But if it starts torrential downpour, some sort of thunderstorm, if you have a ticket, bring it another night. It will honor it that another night.
Cool. And they do they just show up to the box office to get tickets, or they can buy them online?
You can buy them online, hauntedisland.org. I believe you might be able to also on the Lost Colony website themselves, sorry. But you can also buy them at the box office. And I do know that up until we open, if you buy them online, they're $13 instead of $15. Normally they will be $15. Spread out throughout the county though, the different townships, you'll find little tiny cards that are $2 off that will also reduce it from the $15 to the $13.
Nice.
But yeah.
That sounds awesome. So if say somebody already went last year, is this year any different? Are there new things to expect?
There's a lot, which I can't really go into.
Right, not too much.
But I want to say it's a completely new experience than it was last year. We really tried to up the illusions and the scares themselves by using better technology, things like that. We added some of the old favorites that we had last year, like the dot room, and then we kind of expanded upon that as well to include some more blacklight scares as well. And really, like I was saying before, we tried to make each individual area inclusive to itself. So not only was it for the actual person who was scaring in that area, that one actor, but it was also a common theme throughout all of it.
Nice.
Like we were talking about the masks, we have 9 of the different masks that we bought that we picked specifically for different spots. And we were able to purchase them because of a grant from the Outer Banks Community Foundation and the Outer Banks Visitors Bureau. They were very gracious to allow us to actually get that money to be able to do it, because they aren't inexpensive. They're pretty pricey penny.
Right, right.
I also wanted to send a thanks out to our other sponsors, Social Technologies and Pizza Hut as well.
Cool.
Because they've helped us out a lot with the chamber event that we're having this Friday, and also with just overall help throughout the rest of the event.
I think I have to like touch it.
Oh, by all means. Oh, it's really heavy. It's like 10 pounds.
Wow, I bet it is. And all this you just take and see, like, whoever made this, it took forever to sew all that on. And well, yeah, so looks like she's done a good job on your neck there.
Yeah. Ugh.
That's crazy.
Had a little breakfast, but
So do you have to get to work like extra early to get into costume?
Well, actually, it just took me like 2 minutes to put it on.
That's
just
not
now,
too bad.
before this interview.
it's actually a little bit quicker than you think. Because mainly all we gotta do is just put on clothes and put on a big mask. Like during the summer, through the season, I had to come in extra early to get painted
Right.
and get my hair done and all that.
I was
so
also an Indian, so I had to go through
nice.
that.
exactly, so it was much easier than that. So yeah.
Nice. Well, I heard you guys get to have like a nice summer-long tan if you're an
Oh, yeah.
Indian.
Definitely.
I was like, maybe I should be an Indian.
I'm still finding bits of it in places that I... Oh,
If you have white sheets, you'll have orange everywhere by the for like a month.
Nice. Yeah, and as far as the costumes, we heard that the Tony winner, William Ivy Long, he was involved with making some of the costumes this year.
We got some of the costumes from a Christmas Carol show that they did up in New York. So some of them we will be using from him that he actually designed himself.
I guess we're looking forward to coming out there, and I might be a little scared. Well, we might have to come in the daytime and do a little. But so great you guys opened this Friday, and I hope we have a very successful year. And I know some of you guys are coming to participate in our Halloween Parade of Costumes on October 26th. And from what I can see, it'll be awesome, whoever you guys wind up sending, and we'll be glad to have you. So thanks again, guys, for being here.
Not a problem.
thank you.
Thank
for
you.
having us. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
And I'm Sue Artz with OBX Entertainment and OBXE TV. We'll see you next time.